North Carolina Tar Heels, Courtney Banghart. Coach, would you like to start things off here with an opening statement?
Sure. Just excited to be, heading back to Greensboro, and this league's been really special all year. Easy to watch. I've obviously, like y'all, I've watched a lot of these games and just have such great respect for so much talent right now in both on the rosters, and great coaches, and all being in one place has got to be really special for our sport.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for questions now. First from RL Bynum.
Hey, Coach, with the prospect of playing 4 games days, how do you prepare your team for that coming in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, one game at a time. So knowing that we have the Pitt Clemson winner, there's some similarities amongst those two teams in terms of their zone defense, their active rebounding, their pressure. They've got great athleticism and length, playmaking. So you try to package the first opponents together as best you can so that you prepare your team in an efficient way. And then after that, it's March, right? It's madness. You have to learn on film, you have to learn in walkthrough, you have to learn with experience and with remembering. I mean, and luckily we've in Duke, they don't even play again until they play us again. So they aren't going to change a whole lot. And then whoever after that, if the seeds hold true and it's Virginia Tech, it's someone we also just recently played. So, it's got to survive in advance. We got to win one at a time.
Go to Joshua Louder.
Yes, congratulations, Coach, on finishing out the regular season. My question to you is, what lessons have you learned throughout the duration of this season to help propel you as you look to make a run in this ACC tournament?
I hope our team has learned how valuable each possession is. I mean, I think we've lost in the ACC, all of our losses combined by less than 9 points, so it's a league with the possessions matter so much because of how top to bottom, how sound all these teams are. And so you have to be a great in both ways, two-way team. Sometimes you'll lean on one side more than the other of the ball, depending on how the game goes. But, just the possessions really matter, and we've got some depth added in due to all the injuries that we sustained all year long. And so if nothing changes, we'll be as healthy as we've been all year. So that's a good thing too.
Thank you.
Go to Lawrence Davis III.
Hey, Coach B, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks. I like your hair.
Appreciate it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how did the combination between the field night tournament back around Thanksgiving time and league play kind of help prepare you guys for a postseason run?
I don't know if you ever can be totally prepared for March as to what makes it so great, right? It's, you hope you add up all the lessons that you've learned in terms of, like I said, the possessions being so valuable. You've got your rotations now pretty secure, and you've got, in our case, we've got a lot of guys with a lot of experience now that, off the bench that can help us. And then, you have some familiarity. Familiarity matters, and we have some familiarity. The whole league does with each other, which is different than in the NCAA tournament, right? There's sometimes you have literally no familiarity, which is partly what makes these conference tournaments so interesting and exciting, is that, you don't have to do a lot about like, hey guys, here's Clemson or here's Pitt. It's like, they know who Clemson and Pitt are, right? And then here's Duke. It's like, they know who Duke is, right? So that's what makes these tournaments so special.
Awesome. And also you talked about depth. How do players like Destiny and players coming off the bench kind of help, take a little bit of pressure off people like Alyssa and Kennedy and, some of your star players in Deja and stuff like that? Yeah,
as a coach, you have more options, and that's always a good thing, especially when you have back-to-back games on back-to-back days, is, you want to make sure you preserve as best you can, but you have to win one at a time. And so, whenever you have options as coaches, you have better opportunities because you're not putting so much on so few people. So I really like our depth. I trust it. And it's been proven.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck this week.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Mitchell Northern.
Yeah, Coach. I know probably in a perfect world, you would have liked to have been healthy all season long.
Yeah.
But because you weren't healthy, you did kind of have to force some of those younger guys into the fire. Now you are fully healthy and you have, I think, like you said yesterday, you can go 9 deep into the bench if you need to. I guess just how do you expect, or how has that kind of paid off down the stretch here? I think you closed the game yesterday with 2 of your rookies.
Absolutely. And Destiny, who didn't have a ton of experience from last year. So, if you had told me that would be the group that was in at the end of the game, I don't know if I would have believed you, but I probably would have also been like, well, they're ready. They're proven, to your point. Paulina's had a 40-minute game. She's been the ACC Rookie of the Week. So hasn't Kayla. Kayla's been an ACC Rookie of the Week. The only program that's had two. And then Destiny, I don't know if we beat NC State at home without her, so these are people that have proven, and it's not just people that have proven it in practice or proven it to be on my roster. It's people that have had success in ACC games. So we hope that they can feel good about that, because we sure do.
Alexa, go ahead.
Hey, Courtney.